This is going to become the utility room. Now what's going to happen, this wall which is here is going to move over to this line here, because this downstairs cloakroom is quite small, isn't it?
It is a bit.
And what's going to happen is then this is a bathroom at the moment, you know. This wall's going to come across here like this.
Yeah.
It makes the cloakroom a lot bigger. This then will have units all the way along here, so they'll have washer, dryers in there, a sink as well. But it's just a nice size, because when that stud wall goes across here, it makes that cloakroom a little bit bigger, which is a lot nicer.
Make it a lot nicer.
Yeah, this is still a good sized room, isn't it, for a cloakroom? This is going to be the morning room, so this is going to be a really, really cool space, because what you'll see, John, is that we've got the double doors behind us, so they'll literally walk through into the back garden. We'll have a look at that. That's really cool out there. Look, that's a beautiful view.
You've been up there?
Yeah, I've been up there. I couldn't resist it. Couldn't resist it. I put my head through there, and this is the amazing cornice going all the way around.
Wow.
How cool is that, eh?
Yeah.
So what's going to happen is that this wall here, there's a doorway that comes in here, and you'll see it from the other side in a minute.
Oh, is that the one boarded up?
That's
right,
it, exactly
yeah.
that. And that's going to have a doorway reinstated in there. We're going to take the ceiling out, we're going to expose the beautiful original coding that's up there, and obviously then the specification. All of this all gets ripped out, we put the relevant sockets in place, plasterwork, strip all the floors. This doorway here,
Yeah.
that's the doorway that goes into
The morning room.
So if you imagine all of this paneling, all of this all coming out, and as you can see here, guys, look, we've got this beautiful staircase. Hey, there's Neil. How you doing, Neil?
Hi.
Hey. So Neil, we've got Neil busy stripping all of the walls off at the moment, because we want to see what needs to be filled. And what we'll do, we'll soft fill this, and we're going to liner paper the whole lot. We're not going to re-skim anything. The only time we're going to plaster anything is if it really does need to be plastered.
Yeah, like above the door out there.
Yeah, that's it, exactly that. We're keeping the plastering right down to a minimum. This building, I always find that lining paper just softens everything a little bit more, and that's why I love using lining paper, so that's what we're going to do here. I find re-skimming things, I just think can make it look all a bit too new for a beautiful old building, where I think we need to be a bit more sympathetic for that. And
the walls aren't that bad actually, are they?
yeah, so you can imagine here, when we start lifting all this flooring up, you can see these beautiful flags which are down there. They're in like a diamond shape.
Yeah.
So it's absolutely beautiful. They're like a black and a cream colour, just like they look stunning when they're all cleaned up. But you can imagine that if what we're going to do is we're going to soda blast all of this.
Yeah.
So we can take it back to its original core. And the reason we're using soda blast as a mead, because it's just really soft.
Yeah,
and
it's got
then,
sandblasting,
it doesn't then pit the surface.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do the same with the railings. But this is going to go into a reef here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now I'm really, really hoping when we get to the bottom here, all of the ironwork's still there, but it's going to be so cool, isn't it? It's going to be really, really nice. You can see they've got all these surface cables, obviously because of being 3 flats.
Yeah.
Got cables running galore. Look at this beautiful arch here.
Arch is nice.
So you can imagine we take this out, and the arch then cascades all the way across to the other side, which then is the same as the arch going there. How cool is that?
It's going to be awesome with the staircase.
It's going to be beautiful. So you can imagine when this is all gone, you'll have this expanse of space the other side. We've actually spiked the wallpaper with a roller spike, and then what we do then, we just wet the wall down. Go away for half an hour, come back, re-wet the wall back down again, and then we use the scrape as we're doing now, re-wet it, and then just keep literally working that way. The key thing is never to use steamers on old plaster. Yeah, that's a lot of people, what they do is they use old steamers, and all that does, that just blows the plaster. So it's really key, just use water, spike it, water, cold water, just keep it on, not too much so you over soak it, and just work it that way. I mean, some people might disagree, but I mean, for us, every time I've used steamers, it always ends up blowing the plaster. That's one thing I've always found. Have you, John?
Yeah, it's not a risk we're taking, to be honest. As soon as you get that steam behind there, just, like I say, it just pulls it off, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. So. Through here, we're doing nothing else through here, John. All we're doing is obviously stripping the staircase, soda blasting this. What I've said is that we can clean all this hand railing up but not sand it. It just give it a really good clean. You can imagine this is classed as an open mighty staircase. So you've got this beautiful scotia B coming here.
Yeah.
And obviously this is all in stone. This will probably, looking at it, feels like it's in stone as well actually. So when we take all this paneling off, that detail there, you should be able to see that detail the other side of this staircase. Now I don't know whether there's a decorative sprocket here, because we can't actually see that from any of the angles. It won't be until we get this off. we can see that decorative detail if there is one there. It'd be really cool if there is. So it's got that much cabling on, you can't even see the decorative mould
Can you?
that's on there.
Like 6 cables.
Yeah, I think there's about 7 or 8 cables there, isn't there? It's 6, 7 cables. But yeah, we're going to strip all this off. We'll see that mould, we can clean it all back. Obviously clean all this paint off, do all this soft fill in here, and then all beautiful again, won't it? We're going to leave all the doors, we're not touching any of the doors, because they've got all this beautiful old pattern detail on. Now this is bound to be called something again, I don't know what it's called, but it'd be nice to know. So if anybody knows, put your comments in down below, that'd be really good to find out what this is called. Yeah, let us know please. We're going to have to definitely do something with this wall. Yeah, it's going to have to be patched, it's going to have to be done. This is going to stay a family bathroom, but this bathroom's all going to be gutted, all new pieces put in. This is the original moulding, you see it here? Yeah. So what's going to happen, we're going to tidy the ceilings up, soft fill them, and then what we're then going to do is line the paper. We're only tiling the cubicle areas. Obviously, as you know, all cubicle areas get fully tanked, and then obviously this floor is going to get pulled up, sanded, everything will then be stained all up, okay? When you look on the drawing what this is now, compared to what it's going to be, really like kind of doing a massive U-turn on this. I think we've got a big shower cubicle going in, toilet, big basin going into here. It'll just work a lot better. This used to be one of the kitchens of the flats. So what's going to happen in here? This is going to be a guest bedroom, and there's going to be a guest ensuite just here. We're going to come off this wall here. Yeah. We're going to come off here, this wall here, come across, and there's going to be a doorway here, and then it's going to return. Now the funny thing is, because this is a grade 2 listed building, we're not allowed to mechanically fix to the ceiling or the walls. But we can mechanically fix to the floor. To the floor. So what's going to happen is that we're going to have to create shadow detail all the way around the top and the sides, and all the way around, and then what we're going to have to do is, like when we put all the stud work up here, we're going to have to come up with some kind of structure that keeps it nice and solid, stop it moving. So what I figured, we can put some diagonals through. We can brace it, yeah. But then also we can then probably sheet plywood on the outside to obviously lock everything together. Yeah. A bit like when we put up stud walls for when we're doing a timber frame. You know, you unlock them together like that. So that's what I figured that we can do through here. You see, we've got some minor cracks. You can see they've actually skimmed this. But we're not going to re-skim it. We're actually going to use lining paper again. And then one of the considerations at the moment is whether we reinstate the coving, because as you can see here, the beautiful old coving going all the way around, and then obviously it gets over to this position over here. Yeah. And then it goes to a 1960s, 70s coving. Yeah, so to do that. Yeah. So one of the things that we're going to do is look at potentially what the cost implication of that is. What, to get a mould run? To get, yeah, because we've got Alan, you know, Alan the guy, because he can probably match that probably quite easily, and then we can see what the cost is for it to go back round here. Would you believe the front of the building all got slightly demolished, and they actually then put the bay windows on then afterwards. Oh really? Yeah, so originally this house used to be flat. Yeah. So what happened as time went on, they decided to put the bays on. This only was evident when we come to look at the relevant documentation for the house. Yeah. The bays were built on later, about 60 years later. Yeah. Pretty cool though, isn't it? Yeah. Very, very nice. Good bit of history. Yeah, this door will get sealed up here. We'll keep all the doors as we said. Yeah. And what will happen is this room in here becomes the master ensuite for the master bedroom. So we're going to seal this door up here. We're going to seal this door up here. And what's going to happen, the shower cubicle goes in here. We've then got the toilet going onto this wall here. We've got the big basin going onto here. And then all this floor's then going to be all sanded. We've obviously got to sort out all the plasterwork on the back here. Yeah, that's pretty good. We can see this wall's pretty good, but we've taken a bit of this wall off. It's blown here, we can feel it's pretty blown there. But some of this has got to be taken off for all the pipe work and that, hasn't it? Yeah. And the doorway is going to be reinstated through here. We're going to put a doorway here. Looks like there was one there before. Yeah, we'll use one of these doors here, and then we're going to fit it into here, and then they'll be able to gain access then from the master bedroom into here. But this is a great size. The bath's going to go in the middle here, so it's going to be a really cool space. Good space this, isn't it? Yeah, and the ceiling's really good, even though it's got loads of cracks on it, but we can soon as we soft fill that, put the lining paper on that. It's Chris, our decorator. I'll soon get over all those issues there quite easily, won't it? Sort that. Yeah. So